It is my privilege to introduce our 2026 Jamestown High School Commencement speaker, Stephen Carlson, a member of the Jamestown High School class of 2015. During his time at JHS, he helped lead the football team to a New York State championship and earned the Conley Cup as Western New York's outstanding high school football player. After graduation, Stephen attended Princeton University, where he earned all Ivy League honors while graduating with degrees in ecology and evolutionary biology. Stephen went on to achieve his dreams of playing professional football in the National Football League, becoming the first Chautauqua County athlete to score an NFL touchdown. Today, he continues his professional career with the Chicago Bears and was recently inducted into the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame. While his accomplishments are impressive, what makes Stephen especially worthy of addressing our graduates is his character. He represents what is possible when talent is matched with dedication and resilience. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Stephen Carlson.
That's a little better. Fold that up. Thank you, Peyton, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you to everyone who helped make tonight a success. The national anthem had my heart beating like a game was about to start. That was great. Good evening to the class of 2026. Good evening to your families, Principal Smith, Superintendent Whitaker, Board of Ed members, class advisors, and faculty. Congratulations to everyone here tonight, especially the graduates on this amazing milestone. Thank you for inviting me to speak. What an honor it is to be back addressing you guys. 11 years ago, I sat here while my friend City Court Judge George Panamienko gave the graduation speech. And while I'm sure it was flawless, either from the time that has passed or the many violent hits I've taken, I can't remember any of the details. I'm sorry, George, but that takes the pressure off me tonight at least. So my goal is not to be memorable. 11 years from now, in 2037, I only hope you remember tonight as a success and you're proud of your achievements. Soon there will be moments in your life where you will discover more about yourself and who you are. Lean on the support of your community and the experience you already have to guide you. Life is really just your experiences stacked. My first college experience hit fast. 30 minutes into my first class, Calculus 2, I got up and I left. I went straight to my advisor and asked to drop down into Calc 1. And a few months into college football, I was riding the bench and trying to put weight on with lifts I'd never heard of before. It became very clear very quickly that I had a lot of work to do. What this first time away from home taught me was to define what success looked like for me personally. I accepted I don't have the talent of a math genius, and I wasn't yet as talented as the wide receivers in front of me on the depth chart. But what was directly in my control, and what could I do to get closer to my goals? Graduates, as you go forward, remember that many things will be out of your control. But when you wake up each morning, look at the day ahead and make a simple choice. I will do what it takes to get closer to reaching my goals. You can be confident in the short-term success of today and this week and this month without knowing your ultimate destination. My challenge to you is to master the things that require absolutely zero talent. Your preparation, your attitude, and your effort. In professional sports, they call these the intangibles, the things that can't be measured. Master these intangibles and use them to propel yourself forward. My hard work paid off as a college senior when my performance had earned me a shot at the NFL. But making it, I'd learned, came with a massive pivot. I'd have to switch positions to tight end. So in a span of about 4 months, I had to put on 20 pounds and run faster, which is kind of counterintuitive, wouldn't you think? But I made a choice, I set my goals, and I gave my best effort every day to achieve them. Success to me is constantly evolving. My first role on an NFL team was on the practice squad. I prepared for every practice like it was a game, even though I never actually saw the field. But because of this, later that year, when I was elevated to the active roster, nothing had to change. Touchdowns and game-sealing plays to send our team to the playoffs, they weren't some huge moment. They were the result of daily dedication to success. Still, because of my performance, they kept me on the field, which was nice. But the real test of character, it doesn't come when you're sailing smooth waters. It comes when the momentum completely stops. Heading into my third year, I had all the momentum in the world. I had already far exceeded my expectations of what my time in the NFL would be. And at this point, I'd never experienced a major injury in my life. I'd never even thought about it. So when my trainer sat me down and told me I tore most of the ligaments in my knee, I was in shock. It wasn't that I couldn't comprehend it, but in that moment, the weight of a season-ending injury came crashing down. And as much as I tried to maintain my tough guy image, I had this uncontrollable action to cry. It felt like I was letting my team down. I'm supposed to be reliable, gritty, and on the front lines running towards the fire. Now I can't. What's going to become of me? Have I lost my purpose? And this stuck with me through 2 years of not playing. 2 years to think through all the possible next steps, to prepare for the worst, and reflect on what could be the end of a very short career. But I realized that through the injury, I hadn't lost my purpose. I couldn't make the big catch or deliver the big block, but I was still me. I could show up every day ready to do my job. I could do everything in my control to make sure I came back stronger. I am who I've always been, strong character first and football second. But even after every painstaking day, when I got healthy, the NFL told me I still wasn't good enough to come back. So while navigating free agency, success meant staying the course and trusting in myself. I used the discipline that Coach Langworthy and Coach Drake taught. I used the support of my family and my friends. And I used my perseverance to be confident that I was good enough. And just when I was at a tipping point, ready to move on from football, I got another opportunity. And it's crazy how everything works out with the right attitude and the right effort. Tonight, I want you to realize that it doesn't matter what has happened to you, good or bad, you have the ability to keep going. Focus on your direction and your journey over the destination. It only takes one small decision to say, hey, I can do this. I can keep going. And that's how I've made it to my 8th year in the NFL. Every injury, every setback, and every career-defining moment taught me. You don't have to have it all figured out. Everything that happens to you is part of your journey. And finally, no setback can keep you down. Preparation, attitude, effort, and perseverance, the intangibles. By 2037, you'll know that there's nothing you can't outwork. Thank you guys and good luck. I wish you the best in your next chapter.